The middling sort in the city of Williamsburg was made up of skilled laborers that worked with their hands. This included artisans, tradesmen, and tavern keepers. They were hard workers who wanted to give off the best appearances to other members in society. When entering the home in Williamsburg, you would not go through the front door. The host would want to show off their beautiful gardens, so you would enter through the garden off to the side of the house. This would lead to a courtyard that showed off the rest of the property. This particular property was owned by Benjamin Powell, a contractor that acquired this house in 1763. Once you were led through the garden, you could see many different buildings that were needed to run the household. You have the main house for the family, the smokehouse, the kitchen, and the family garden. Next to the smokehouse is the well to get water for the family. Once inside the house, the front room was the parlor. This is where the host would provide games, dancing, and entertainment for their guests. The middling sort always wanted to show off their status by providing their guests with the very best they had to offer. The parlor led into the dining area, as you can see here. You can see these guests weren't quite dressed in 17th century attire. As you saw previously, the kitchen was in a separate building away from the main house. Since they had to cook over open flame, you would not want the kitchen inside the house because it would get way too hot. Behind the kitchen was the back pasture where the barn was kept for their horses and carriages if they were well off enough to own those. On this particular piece of property, they also owned 12 slaves that kept up with the garden, cooking, cleaning, and other household chores. The more slaves a family had showed off their wealth to the community. Thanks for watching this video on the middling sort in colonial Williamsburg.